Hello, shining stars. How are you all? A very warm welcome to class 8th English class with your learning buddy Aparajita. And let's start chapter number 2 today. The chapter is A Jungle Book. So, I hope you all must have heard about the Jungle Book. You must have read about this, the Jungle Book. And Jungle Book का नाम आते ही किसका नाम आता है दिमाग में? Yes, Mowgli. So, I hope you all have heard about Mowgli and let's read more about it in this Jungle Book. So, warm up first. Rudyard Kipling was a great story writer. The story is from one of his collection. Rudyard Kipling की एक collection में से ये story ली गई. It was 7 o'clock of a very warm evening in the Seonee Hills when Father Wolf woke up from his day's rest, scratched himself, yawned, and spread out his paws one after the other to get rid of the sleepy feeling in their tips. अब 7 o'clock था, warm evening थी, गर्म evening थी और कहाँ की बात है? ये सियोनी हिल्स की बात है. जब फादर वुल्फ जगे एंड व्हेन यू गेट अप तो उसने क्या किया? स्क्रैच किया अपने आप को और उसकी जितनी भी ही वाज फीलिंग वेरी स्लीपी इन हिज टिप्स, अपने पॉज को स्ट्रेच किए उसने. मदर वुल्फ ले विद हर बिग ग्रे नोज ड्रॉप्ड अक्रॉस हर 4 tumbling squealing cubs and the moon shone into the mouth of the cave where they all lived. Now what happened? The mother wolf was, वो mother wolf जो थी अपने cubs को लेके big grey nose dropped across her 4, उसके जो 4 cubs थे, छोटे छोटे babies थे, उसको लेके वो लेटी हुई. Out, said Father Wolf. It is time to hunt again. He was going to spring downhill when a little shadow with a bushy tail crossed the threshold and went. Good luck go with you, O chief of the wolves, and good luck and strong white teeth go with noble children, that they may never forget the hungry in this world. Now, the father wolf को निकलना था hunt करने के लिए because he had to feed his cubs. It was the jackal Tabaqui. अब वो तबाकी जो था jackal वो अचानक से सामने से निकला. The wolves of India despise Tabaqui because he runs about making mischiefs and telling tales and eating rags and pieces of leather from the village rubbish heaps. ये Tabaqui जो था वो जो गंदे वो कूड़े का ढेर होता था उसमें से ये सब चीजें खाता था. But they are afraid of him too because Tabaqui, more than anyone else in the jungle, is apt to go mad and then he forgets that he was ever afraid of anyone and runs through the forest biting everything in his way. लेकिन फॉरेस्ट के जो जानवर थे वो तबाकी से डरते भी थे because तबाकी को जब गुस्सा आता था then he went mad और वो ये नहीं देखता था कि उसके सामने कौन आ रहा है. Enter then and look, said Father Wolf stiffly, but there is no food here. For a wolf, no, said Tabaqui, but for so mean a person as myself, sorry, repeating this. Enter then and look, said Father Wolf stiffly, but there is no food here. For a wolf, no, said Tabaqui, but for so mean a person as myself, a dry bone is a good feast. अब वो बहुत mean person था. Tabaqui was very mean. कहते एक dry bone भी मेरे लिए एक बहुत अच्छा खाना होगा. He scuttled to the back of the cave where he found the bone of a buck with some meat on it and sat cracking an end merrily. और वो केव के पीछे की तरफ गया, वहाँ उसको एक बोन मिल गया जिसमें कि थोड़ा बहुत मीट लगा हुआ था और उसके लिए वो बहुत था. And he ate it merrily. All thanks for this good meal, he said, licking his lips. अब उसने अपने होंठ चाटते हुए उसने कहा थैंक यू वेरी मच इतना अच्छा खाने के लिए. How beautiful are the noble children, how large are their eyes and so young too. उसने वुल्फ से बोला, फादर वुल्फ से, कि तुम्हारे जो छोटे छोटे कब्स हैं ये बहुत सुंदर हैं, दे आर सो ब्यूटीफुल. Now Tabaki knew as well as anyone else that there is nothing so unlucky as to compliment children to their faces. It pleased him to see Mother and Father Wolf look uncomfortable. Tabaki sat still, rejoicing in the mischief that he had made, and then he said spitefully, Sher Khan, the big one, has shifted his hunting grounds. He will hunt among these hills for the next moon, so he has told me. अब उसने वुल्फ को बताया कि जो शेर खान है वो उसने अपना हंटिंग ग्राउंड शिफ्ट कर लिया है और अब वो कुछ ही दिनों में यहाँ पे हंट करने आएगा. शेर खान was the tiger who lived near the Waingunga river 20 miles away. शेर खान एक टाइगर. He has no right, Father Wolf began angrily. फादर वुल्फ ने कहा उसको कोई राइट नहीं है इधर आने का. By the law of the jungle, he has no right to change his quarters without due warning. बिना किसी वार्निंग के वो अपना एरिया शिफ्ट नहीं कर सकता है. According to jungle law, he will frighten every head of game within 10 miles, and I have to kill for 2 these days. Now कहते हर एक जो भी है यहाँ पे जो भी रह रहा है वो सब डर जाएंगे शेर खान के यहाँ आने से. His mother did not call him Lungri, the lame one, for nothing, said Mother Wolf quietly. He has been lame in 1 foot from his birth. 1 foot from his birth. शेर खान जो था वो 1 foot से lame था. That is why he has only killed cattle. Now the villagers of the Waingunga are angry with him, and he has come here to make our villagers angry. कहते अब व्यांगुंगा के जो विलेजर्स हैं उनको उसने दुखी किया है, उनको उसने गुस्सा दिलाया है क्योंकि वहाँ के कैटल्स फीड किए, उसने कैटल्स खाए हैं. अब इधर आ रहा है वो हमारे विलेजर्स को गुस्सा दिलाने के लिए. They will scour the jungle for him when he is far away, and we and our children must run when the grass is set alight. Indeed, we are very grateful to Sher Khan. I go, said Tabaki quietly. You can hear Sher Khan below in the thickest. अब तबाकी ने बोला अब मैं चलता हूँ. Father Wolf listened, and below in the valley that ran down to a little river, he heard the dry, angry, snarly, sing-song whine of a tiger who has caught nothing and does not care if all the jungle knows it. अब फादर वुल्फ को शेर खान की आवाज, टाइगर की आवाज सुनाई. द फूल, सेड फादर वुल्फ. किसको बोल रहे थे? शेर खान को. टू बिगिन एट नाइट्स वर्क दैट विद दैट नॉइज. वो जो नॉइज आई थी शेर खान की, अरे इससे रात का काम शुरू करना है. डज ही थिंक दैट आवर बक्स आर लाइक हिज फैट वाइंगुंगा बुलक्स. कहते जैसे वाइंगुंगा में जो फैट बुलक्स थे, क्या हमारे बक्स वैसे ही हट्टे कट्टे मिलेंगे उसको? Hush! It is neither bullock nor buck he hunts tonight, said Mother Wolf. It is a man. Now Mother Wolf said, वो किसी कैटल को या किसी बुलक को नहीं हंट करता है रात को, वो मैन को हंट करता है. The whine had changed to a sort of humming purr that seemed to come from every quarter of the compass. It was the noise that bewilders woodcutters and gypsies sleeping in the open and make them run sometimes into the very mouth of the tiger. Man, said Father Wolf, showing all his white teeth. Ha! Are there not enough beetles and frogs in the tanks that he must eat a man and on our ground too? ते और कुछ नहीं मिलता उसको जो कि वो man खाएगा. The law of the jungle, which never orders anything without a reason, forbids every beast to eat a man, except when he is killing to show his children how to kill, and then he must hunt outside the hunting grounds of his pack or tribe. कहते जंगल के जो लॉ है, जंगल का जो लॉ है, उसके अकॉर्डिंग मैन को तो किल कर ही नहीं सकता कोई जब तक कि मैन उसको नुकसान न पहुंचाए. The real reason for this is that man killing means sooner or later the arrival of men on elephants with guns and rockets and torches. कहते हैं मैन को मारने का मतलब है कि कुछ ही टाइम बाद वहाँ और मैन आएंगे और भी लोग आएंगे एलिफेंट्स पे बैठ के, उनके हाथ में गन्स होंगे, रॉकेट्स होंगे, टॉर्चेस होंगे. Then everybody in the jungle suffers. The reason the beasts give among themselves is that man is the weakest and most defenseless of all living things, and it is unsportsman like to touch him. They say too, and it is true, that man-eaters become mangy and lose their teeth. The purr grew louder. अब वो आवाज जो आ रही थी नीचे से वो टाइगर की, it grew louder and ended in the full throat of the tiger's charge. Then there was a howl, an untigerish howl from Sher Khan. तब उसके बाद शेर खान की आवाज आई howling. He had missed, said Mother Wolf. What was it? उसने कोई शिकार मिस किया है, लेकिन वो क्या था? Father Wolf ran out a few paces and heard Sher Khan muttering and mumbling savagely as he tumbled about in the scrub. और शेर खान दौड़ के गए ये देखने के लिए. The fool has had no more senses than to jump at a woodcutter's campfire and has burned his feet, said Father Wolf with a grunt. The Baki is with him. Now, जब फादर वुल्फ दौड़ के गए देखने के लिए तो उन्होंने देखा कि शेर खान क्या बोला कि वो जो फूल है शेर खान, उसने एक वुड कटर के कैंप फायर पे जंप किया और अपनी फीट अपना जला लिया और तबाकी भी उसके साथ. Something is coming uphill, said Mother Wolf, twitching one ear. Get ready. Mother Wolf ने कहा कि कुछ ऊपर आ रहा है हिल पे. Get ready for it. The bushes rustled and little in the thicket, and Father Wolf dropped with his haunches under him, ready for his leap. Then, if you had been watching, you would have seen the most wonderful thing in the world. The wolf checked in mid-spring. He made his bound before he saw what it was jumping at, and then tried to stop himself. The result was that he shot up straight into the air for 4 or 5 feet, landing almost where he left the ground. वो कैसे उछला? जहां से वो उछला वहीं पे उसने लैंड किया. Man, he snapped. A man's cub. Look. The wolf said, Father Wolf जब जंप करके देखने के लिए जंप किया कि क्या आ रहा है अपहिल, तो उसने कहा ये तो एक आदमी का बच्चा है. Man's cub. Directly in front of him, holding on by a low branch, stood a naked baby who could just manage to walk as soft as dimpled a little atom as ever came to a wolf's cave at night. He looked up into Father Wolf's face and laughed. Now, they just saw the man's cub there, और उस बेबी को देख के वो बेबी just चलना ही सीखा था, मैनेज कर रहा था वॉक करना, और वो आके वुल्फ के केव के सामने खड़ा होके फादर वुल्फ को देख के हंसने लगा, वो छोटा सा बच्चा. And he was all naked. Is that a man's cub? Said Mother Wolf. I have never seen one. Bring it here. Mother Wolf ने बोला क्या ये इंसान का बच्चा है? और मैंने तो कभी नहीं देखा ऐसा, किसी भी इंसान के बच्चे को नहीं देखा, इसको मेरे पास ला. A wolf accustomed to moving his own cubs can, if necessary, mount an egg without breaking it, and though Father Wolf's jaws closed right on the child's back, not a tooth even scratched the skin as he laid it down among the cubs. और Father Wolf उसको उठा के अपने jaws में कोई टीथ का स्क्रैच नहीं आया उसके पीठ पे उस बच्चे के, और लेके आके अपने कब्स के बीच में उसको रख दिया. How little, how naked and how bold, said Mother Wolf softly. तो ये कितना प्यारा बच्चा है और कितना छोटा सा है. He is all naked, इसने कुछ भी नहीं पहना हुआ है, कितना बोल्ड भी है. The baby was pushing his way between the cubs to get close to the warm hide. So this is a man's cub. Now, was there ever a wolf that could boast of a man's cub among her children? और वो जो छोटा सा बच्चा था वो अपनी जगह बना रहा था, वार्म जगह बना रहा, वार्म बिकॉज दैट प्लेस वाज वार्म। उसके कप्स भी थे, वुल्स के कप्स थे, वहाँ पे उनके बीच में वो आराम से बैठा। आई हैव heard now and again of such a thing, but never in our pack or in my time, said Father Wolf. But see, he looks up and is not afraid. कहते कभी भी हमारे बीच में कोई भी इंसान का बच्चा नहीं आया है, it is the first time, और देखो ये कैसे देख रहा है हम सबको, he is not even afraid. The moonlight was blocked out at the mouth of the cave, for Sher Khan's great square head and shoulders were thrust into the entrance. The bucky behind him was squeaking, my lord, it went in there. Now, वो जो केव का जो माउथ था वहां पे शेर खान आके फंस गया, उसके हेड एंड शोल्डर्स एंट्रेंस में रुक गए, और तबाकी उसके पीछे था। वो कहता माय लॉर्ड, वो यहीं गया है। शेर खान डज अस नो ग्रेट ऑनर, सेड फादर वुल्फ, बट हिज आईज वर वेरी एंग्री। व्हाट डज शेर खान नीड? अब फादर वुल्फ ने कहा कि शेर खान को क्या चाहिए? माई क्वेरी, a man's cub went this way, said Sher Khan. Its parents have run off. Give it to me. Now Sher Khan ने बोला एक इंसान का बच्चा इधर आया है और उसके पेरेंट्स have run off and उस बच्चे को मुझे दे दो। किससे बोला? फादर वुल्फ से। Sher Khan had jumped at a woodcutter's campfire as Father Wolf had said and was furious from the pain of his burned feet. वो कूदा था ना वुड कटर के कैंप फायर पे और उसने अपनी फीट बर्न कर लिया था। बट फादर वुल्फ न्यू दैट द माउथ ऑफ द केव वाज टू नैरो फॉर अ टाइगर टू कम इन बाय। लेकिन फादर वुल्फ को पता था कि वो शेर खान कितनी भी कोशिश कर ले वो उस केव के अंदर नहीं आ सकता, क्योंकि उसका जो मुंह था, केव का माउथ, वो छोटा था। Even where he was, Sher Khan's shoulders and forepaws were cramped for want of room, as man's would be if he tried to fight in battle. The wolves are free people, said Father Wolf. Father Wolf ने बोला wolves जो हैं वो free people होते हैं, free लोग होते हैं। They take orders from the head of the pack and not from any stripped cattle killer. कहते हैं हम orders लेते हैं जो हमारा head होता है उससे, हम किसी stripped cattle killer से नहीं लेते हैं orders. The man's cub is ours to hunt if we choose. अब वो मैन का जो कब है वो हमारा है, फादर वुल्फ ने बोला। What talk is this of choosing? It is I, Sher Khan, who speaks. The tiger's roar filled the cave with thunder. Mother Wolf shook herself clear of the cubs and sprang forward, her eyes like two green moons in the darkness, facing the blazing eyes of Sher Khan. अब शेर खान ने जब फिर से बोला कि चूजिंग की क्या बात है, वो तो मेरा है, वो मैन का कप, उसे मुझे दे दो। देन मदर वुल्फ कॉट अप, और उसने डायरेक्टली, क्योंकि शेर खान तो केव के माउथ पे फंस गया था, बस उसकी आईज दिख रही थी, एंड मदर वुल्फ उठ के गई और डायरेक्टली शेर खान की आईज में देखा। एंड इट इज आई, रक्षा द डीमन, हु आंसर्स, द मैन्स कब इज माइन, ही शैल लिव टू रन विद द पैक and to hunt with the pack, and in the end he shall hunt you. अब मदर वुल्फ उठ के गए और शेर खान की आंखों में आंखें डाल के क्या बोला? ये मैं हूँ रक्षा द डीमन, और ये जो मैन का कब है ये मेरा है, जो इंसान का बच्चा है ये मेरा है, और ये मेरे ही पैक के साथ रहेगा, बड़ा होगा, और बड़ा होके एक दिन ये तुम्हें मारेगा। किसको? शेर खान। फादर वुल्फ लुक्ड ऑन अमेज्ड. He had almost forgotten the days when he won Mother Wolf in a fair fight from 5 other wolves, when she ran in the pack and was not called the demon for compliment's sake. अब Father Wolf, जो Mother Wolf का जो reaction था उसको देख के Father Wolf was very surprised. Sher Khan might have faced Father Wolf, but he could not stand up against Mother Wolf, for he knew that where he was, she had all the advantage of the ground and would fight to the death. So he backed out of the cave mouth, growling, and when he was clear, he shouted. अब शेर खान को ये पता था कि वो फादर वुल्फ को तो फेस कर सकता था, लेकिन मदर वुल्फ को नहीं, इसलिए वो पैक आउट कर गया। और जैसे ही वो पीछे हटा उसने बहुत तेज वो बोला क्या, ईच डॉग बार्क्स इन हिज ओन यार्ड. We will see what the pack will say to this fostering of man's cub. The cub is mine and will come to me in the end. अब शेर खान ने फिर चिल्ला के बोला कि अब मैं ये देखूंगा कि तुम्हारा जो पैक है, वुल्स का जो पैक, जो वुल्स की कम्युनिटी, when the wolves are together they are known as a pack, वो क्या कहती है इस मैन कब के बारे में. ये मैन का जो कब है ये मेरा है, and ultimately at the end he will come to me. Mother wolf threw herself down panting among the cubs, and Father wolf said to her gravely, it's true what Sher Khan said, the cub must be shown to the pack. If they disapprove, will you still keep him, mother? अब फादर वुल्फ ने कहा कि शेर खान जो कह रहा है वो तो बिल्कुल ठीक बात है, हमें इस मैन के कब को, आदमी के बच्चे को, इंसान के बच्चे को अपने पैक को दिखाना ज़रूरी है, लेकिन अगर वो डिसअप्रूव करते हैं, नहीं रखना चाहते हैं इसे अपने साथ, तो तब भी तुम क्या रखोगी. Keep him, she gasped. He came naked by night, alone and very hungry, yet he was not afraid. Look, he was pushed one of my babes to one side. He was pushed by one of my babes to one side already, and that lame butcher would have killed him and would have run off to the Wayangunga, while the villagers here hunted through all our lives in revenge. Keep him. Mother Wolf she very much wanted to keep that cub, that man's cub. Assuredly, I will keep him. Lie still, little frog. Oh, you Mowgli, for Mowgli the frog, I will call you. The time will come when you will hunt Sher Khan as he has hunted you. Now, फादर वुल्फ ने इन्होंने क्या रखा नाम उसका, उस मैंस कब का उसका नाम रखा मोगली. ने बोला कि मैं तुम्हें अब से मोगली ही बुलाऊंगा. एंड अ टाइम विल कम जब तुम बड़े होगे और तुम शेर खान को मारोगे, बिकॉज शेर खान वॉज वेरी क्रूअल. सो दिस इज द स्टोरी हैज बीन रिटन बाय रुडयार्ड किपलिंग. नाउ चिल्ड्रन, द कॉम्प्रिहेंशन हियर. Darken the correct option in OMR sheet. This is OMR sheet. Father Wolf woke up from his daze, rest, dream, sleep, or none of these. He woke up from his day's sleep. Tabaki is the name of a wolf, jackal, lion, fox. It's a jackal. Sher Khan lived near the Dash River, Ganga, Yamuna, Wayangunga, Nile. He lived near the Wayangunga River. Father Wolf said, showing his all white hair, beard, legs, teeth. Okay? Let's move on. Fill in the blanks. So let's read the words first. Buck, Seoni Hills, bushy, hunting. Father Wolf and his family lived in the Seoni Hills. Seoni Hills. Okay? The jackal Tabaki had a dashed tail, had a bushy tail. Tabaki found the bone of a dash in the wolf's cave. Bone of a buck in the wolf's cave. Sher Khan had shifted his dash grounds without due warning. His hunting grounds. Say if the given statements are true, T, or false, F. Father Wolf was sleeping in the cave. Yes, true. Mother Wolf had 4 cubs. Yes, this is also true. Tabaki was an old lion. No, this is false. F. Tabaki lived in a village. Did Tabaki live in a village? Yes. True. So now children, let's do some question answers here. Answer the following questions. Who came along as Father Wolf prepared to go for hunting? Why was he despised by the wolves? As Father Wolf was preparing to go for hunting, suddenly the jackal Tabaki came there, and he was despised by the wolves because he was very mischievous. He used to tell different tales, and he used to eat all dirty things, the rags and the leather from the heap of the dirt in the village. Who was Sher Khan? What information did the jackal give about him? Sher Khan was a tiger, and the jackal told the wolves that he had changed his hunting grounds and he's about to come where the wolves pack was living. What did Mother Wolf have to say about Sher Khan? Mother Wolf said that how could, according to the law of the jungle, how could Sher Khan shift his hunting grounds without giving any warning? How did Father Wolf carry the man cub to the cave? How did the baby make himself comfortable amidst the other cubs? When the father wolf saw that from behind the bushes a very small man cub came, he had started walking, and he was very small, and he came out of the bushes. Then Father Wolf went to him and he took him with his jaws. He held him with his jaws without putting a scratch on his body, and he brought that man cub inside the cave with his cubs, and he kept them with his cubs. And this little man cub, he was very bold, he was not afraid, and he was very comfortable with the cubs of the wolves. So now children, the grammar here. Passive voice. What is a passive voice? Simple tense. A courageous man like Odysseus overcomes all difficulties. This is an active voice. Now, all difficulties are overcome by a courageous man like Odysseus. It's a passive voice. Fine? Here, all difficulties पहले आ जाएगा और उसके बाद the subject and the object interchange their places. A courageous man like Odysseus overcomes all difficulties. Fine? All difficulties. Now here, the subject is the courageous man Odysseus, and the object is all difficulties. Now the object becomes the subject here. Passive voice में all difficulties are overcome by a courageous man like Odysseus. A man blinded dog with a sharpened poker. Dog was blinded by Aman. Aman blinded dog with a sharpened poker. Dog was blinded by Aman with a sharpened poker. This is passive voice. Ankit will never forget. Will never forget. It is forget, children. Forget. Ankit will never forget this incident. This is active voice. The passive becomes this incident will never be forgotten by Ankit. This is a passive voice. Now change the following sentences into passive voice. A colorful ceremony marks the end of the Olympic Games. The Olympic Games marks the end with a colorful ceremony. The Olympic Games, पहले आ जाएगा. The Olympic Games marks the end with a colorful ceremony. My father immediately closed the bank account. The bank account was immediately closed by my father. He will never eat oranges again. Oranges would never be eaten by him again. Fine, children understood how to change active voice into passive voice. So rest of them, do it yourself. Now the speaking skills. Talk in pair about the hard life and conservation of the wild animals in the woods. जो जंगल में जो वाइल्ड एनिमल्स रहते हैं उनकी हार्ड लाइफ, कैसे वो हार्ड लाइफ वहाँ जीते हैं, एंड उनका कंजर्वेशन कितना ज़रूरी है, वाइल्ड एनिमल्स का कंजर्वेशन, हाउ टू कंजर्व दीज वाइल्ड एनिमल्स. दिस हैज़ टू बी इन कॉन्वर्सेशन अमंगस्ट योर क्लासमेट्स. अपनी क्लासमेट्स के साथ ये डिस्कस कीजिए. कितने सारे चैलेंजेस होते हैं, उनको हंट करने भी जाते हैं, ह्यूमन बीइंग्स गो टू हंट देम, देन एंड व्हेन देयर इज स्केर्सिटी ऑफ फूड, स्केर्सिटी ऑफ वाटर, जब उनको नहीं मिलता, पानी नहीं मिलता, खाना नहीं मिलता है, देन हाउ डू दे सर्वाइव, और इसके लिए क्या करना चाहिए हम लोगों को, दैट ऑल हैज टू बी डिस्कस्ड। नाउ द राइटिंग स्किल्स, द वाइल्ड एनिमल्स डिपेंड ऑन नेचर। वो पूरा वाइल्ड एनिमल्स किस पे डिपेंड करते हैं, नेचर से ही उन्हें सब कुछ मिलता है, खाना भी मिलता है, शेल्टर भी मिलता है। They eat what they find in the environment. Write down 2 interdependent aspects of the living being. अब living being का क्या interdependent aspects है that you have to write down, क्योंकि animals जो हैं वो nature पे ही depend करते हैं. How do they depend on each other? How do the living beings depend on the nature? The values, write an essay on the Royal Tiger Project in your own words. How can we preserve this species? The Royal Bengal tiger है. Just go through any book in which you have this Royal Bengal tiger mentioned, and Royal Bengal tiger के बारे में पढ़िए और फिर उसके बारे में अपने words में लिखिए कि ये जो species है Royal Bengal tiger, इसको कैसे preserve किया जा सकता है, इसको कैसे बचाया जा सकता है. Fine children, so this was all in this chapter. I hope you enjoyed the chapter Mowgli, and how this little Mowgli, he adjusted himself with the cubs, wolves cubs. So it was an interesting story. So stay tuned for the new video. We'll meet soon with a new chapter. Till then, stay blessed. Happy learning. Bye.